What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're joining me for the first time, my name is Prophet Eneh. I'm a personal development and relationship coach. I basically help people build intentional relationship that leads to a godly and successful marriage. So last week we started a series on communication and we talked about 4 areas that one has to touch to ensure that they communicate in their relationship. In today's video, we'll be looking at healthy patterns of communication. So if you're interested, keep watching. So last week we established that communication is a very important aspect of any relationship that will work, and today we will be looking at those healthy patterns that we need to adopt in our relationship. Because when you communicate the wrong way, when you know, even if you know everything we talked about last week, and I will link the video here if you have not watched it, even if though you know everything about that and you don't operate based on these healthy patterns of communication, you might find it very difficult to have a successful communication in your relationship. This is why it's important to talk about this. I hope you are ready. But before I dive into this video, I would like you to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so, and also hit the notification bell. I know if you have been watching my video, it's time to subscribe, so subscribe, and also like this video, share with your friends and tell them about this channel so that they will come and learn to all you have been learning. So let's dive into this video. The first healthy pattern we are going to be covering in today's video is being vulnerable when you are communicating in your relationship. I normally say this to people, that vulnerability is the key to deeper intimacy in any relationship or marriage that will work. What is vulnerability? It means being in a position where your partner can actually hurt you. It means giving your partner the key to hurt you. As scary as this is, I know that being vulnerable in your relationship can help you connect intimately. Like, it can help your communication get stronger. It can help both of you to grow together. It can help you understand your partner very well. I know some of you listening to me right now are scared. Why will I do this? Why will I give someone the tool to hurt me? The truth of the matter is that when both of you are vulnerable with each other, nobody is scared of getting hurt, because you know something about your partner and your partner knows something about you. But in the case where you are being vulnerable and your partner is not being vulnerable, acting like everything they got their life figured out, then it's very risky. But then if you really want to communicate deeply in your relationship, you need to learn how to be open to your partner. Let them see your weakness, let them see your struggle, let them see those strengths, let them see everything about you. There is no point pretending, because that's one thing about vulnerability. When you are vulnerable with each other, you don't have any need to pretend. You don't have any need to act like you got your life all figured out. They see into you, they see who you really are, and they are not scared to tell you anything, even if it's the scariest thing you can ever tell anybody. But you are very comfortable telling to your partner, because you know that when you talk to them, they will listen to you. You will be heard and you will not be judged. So the second one we'll be looking at today is what is said and how it's said. Sometimes in relationship, it's not really about what is being said, it's about how it's being said. It's about the location where it was said. It's about the tone used to say it. You get what I'm saying? So if you really want to communicate deeply with your partner in a healthy way, you must learn to manage how you say things to your partner. I know you might have good intention, you might want them to change, you might want them to do something for you, you might want them to stop doing something for you, but then how you communicate that thing is more important than what you are communicating to them. Okay, let me give us an example. Just imagine that you told your partner to do something and they forgot to do it, and maybe later on both of you are having a conversation and you now go this way: hey babe, you not do this thing I told you to do. It's not fair. Why didn't you do it? I thought you would have done it for me. No problem, please try and do it next time. Versus, babe, why didn't you do that thing? Why would I, every time I will be reminding you to do something, every time you not do it? What is your problem? Are you okay? Or what? You get what I'm saying? So both of you have actually communicated something to each other. You have told them what you wanted to tell them. But then if you are in that position, which one will appeal more to you? Which one will you feel more comfortable listening to? Or which one would make you want to even do those things that your partner wants you to do? I bet for me it's the first one, because I know that when you speak with grace, when you speak kindly to people, they are moved to do certain things. But then when you are harsh, people start being defensive. When you are trying to attack people, people start being defensive. So in the second part of it, you are attacking the person's personality, and you are not really communicating the way that you should be, because at the end of the day you would have passed the message, but you end up hurting your partner. The third one we'll be looking at today is empathy. I know this is something that we don't really discuss a lot when it comes to relationship. It was recently that I discovered that if you really want to work a relationship out, if you really want to communicate very well in your relationship, you must develop empathy. What is empathy? Empathy is trying to put yourself in the position of your partner to understand how they feel about something they are talking about or something they are trying to tell you. There are three areas you need to view things. You need to view it from your partner's perspective and your own, and then a third party. So if you are really intentional about understanding your partner, you must learn how to empathize with them. But when you don't empathize with your partner, when you are being selfish, when you're only looking out for yourself, your partner will say things, they'll keep saying things and keep saying things, but you will not do it, you will not consider it because you don't understand how they feel. So empathy is simply trying to understand how your partner feels. Although we know that we cannot totally understand it, but then you put yourself in that position and assume, what if I'm the one in this position? What will I be feeling? What will I be expecting my partner to do for me? When you do this, you discover that you will communicate better. Quarrels will not really exist in your relationship because at every point in time you are looking out for your partner, because that's the whole point of being in a relationship, being selfless and not being selfish. The next one is truthfulness. It's obvious that a lot of people go into relationship today with lies, pretense, who they are not. They cook up so many things just to appeal to people, just to impress people. But the honest truth is that you have to be truthful in your communication. This is something that a lot of people are failing in their relationship. I just keep wondering for myself, why do people intentionally lie to their partner, knowing well that tomorrow the truth could come out and it could wreck a beautiful relationship or wreck something that they treasure so much? Why not be honest upfront and then allow them to make a decision if they still want to be with you or not? If you really want to be successful in your relationship, if you really want to communicate very well and for your partner to trust you, you must learn how to communicate truthfully. If you do something, run back to your partner and tell them, this is what I did and this is how it's hurting me, or this is what I did and this is how it's going to be affecting you. If you know that you are not being honest in your relationship, I want to encourage you today. This will change the way your relationship goes. It will make your relationship far, far more better if you learn to communicate truthfully to your partner. The next one is being clear when you communicate with your partner. I so much hate ambiguity. Seriously, I hate it so much with passion. I prefer when someone wants something and they tell me, this is what I want, and I know what you're expecting me to do. Unlike when you are assuming or you're trying to make someone to guess what you want, it doesn't make any sense. So communicating clearly with your partner is telling them what is happening to you, how it's happening to you, and where it's happening to you. It's very, very important. Just imagine that something, you hurt your toe. You're supposed to tell your partner, hey, I hurt my toe, my big toe, and it's hurting me at the back. You understand what I'm saying? You have to be direct. You have to be explicit when you are communicating. You need to be clear with what you are saying, because when you're not clear, people can easily misunderstand you. You don't want your partner to be misunderstanding you all the time in your relationship, because a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of quarrels come from lack of clear communication of desires. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to learn how to communicate your desire clearly to your partner and help them to help you. It's as simple as that. Final one we'll be looking at today is paying attention to your partner when they want to talk to you about something. I know there are a lot of people in a relationship today that they don't pay attention. I'm not talking about listening this time around. I'm talking about where your partner tell you, I want to tell you something, and you leave what you are doing for them to talk to you when they want to talk to you. Once your partner tell you, I want to talk to you about something, and you know that you're not available at that particular moment to talk about that thing, learn to give them a time that you'll be available to talk about it. But then, if you are available to talk about it, sit down so that both of you can talk about it, because a lot of things swept under the carpet will tend to rise up later on to spoil so many things in your relationship. It's very, very important to address any problem or talk about things at the right time when it should be talked about. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe you have learned from this video how to communicate healthily in your relationship. Next week, we'll be looking at the unhealthy patterns you need to avoid by all means when communicating. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Remember to subscribe, like, share with your friends, and if you have not watched last week's video, check it out here. I'll be uploading it here, and also check out this other video, and you will be learning a lot from this series. Thank you very much for staying to this point. See you in the next video.